Yeah.
White bitch, give me some chon chon.
Appreciate you guys. Much love. Today I want to talk about my opinion of a fictional character named Popeye from Blood In Blood Out. So we're first introduced to Popeye when Miklo goes to the joint. So Miklo gets himself caught up in some shit with some prison house prostitutes. Like, it looks like they're gonna fuck him up. They're gonna. It's not gonna look good for Miklo. Honestly, for young Miklo, that's, to me, it's a trip. He goes to prison, and if had Popeye not been around, he would have had a fucked up time in prison. He would have had a really fucked up time in prison. Because if those prison house prostitutes would have got their way with him, there's no fucking way anyone would have respected him. But whatever, it is what it is. So they're roughing this fool up a little bit. They're roughing up Miklo, right? They're roughing him up. Popeye sees the VL on his hand. Popeye's from the same neighborhood and shit. So Popeye's like, hey, little Popip, where'd you get that VL placa, right? And this is what really tripped me out. It tripped me out back then. It trips me out still. Is how the fuck did Miklo not hear about Popeye? Cause Popeye is from La Onda. La Onda is like the cream of the crop in there, right? Only Sir de Vato. So he had to have been with the business. He had to have been someone with much stature. His boys had to have spoken about him. Hey, you know Popeye? Especially Chewy. Chewy seems like someone that he was like, oh yeah, my primo Popeye or whatever, right? But they never mentioned him, not once. To me, that always tripped me out. Like, there's been homies who've been down for years who I've heard of. I've never met them. They probably never heard of me, but I heard of them because of conversations we had, right? And they'd be like, yeah, that's a solid homie right there. So because of that, I just tripped out on that shit. Like, well, that's kind of weird that Miklo never heard of him or Onda. Well, whatever. Maybe Onda's in the infancy. I don't know. So yeah, Miklo fucking is getting roughed up. Popeye comes to the rescue. Popeye's like, oh yeah, making it seem like it's all cool. And then Popeye does some really foul shit, snaking on this fool, bam, dropping him, pulling out the filero. Oh man, he's about to get really fucking like nasty and disgusting.
White bitch, give me some chon chon. Stay away.
Luckily, fucking his boys La Onda, they're on the tier with him, and they're like, dog, get that shit out of here. We ain't trying to be part of that shit. Pimpy's low class. And it is low key like, dog, what the fuck are you doing? How are they allowing that shit to happen? But whatever, I guess they run their program their own way, right? But whatever. But to me, that was always a trip. It was low class. Popeye didn't seem like, honestly, he had the intellect to be amongst them. That's what I got from the beginning. I didn't think he had the intellect to be part of them. I don't know how he got so much influence. So, but whatever. So time moves forward. Miklo's there for a few years. Miklo ends up fucking, spoiler alert, killing Big Al, taking over his operation. Fucking Popeye's in all kinds of debt with him. And a scandalous move he makes too. A scandalous move he makes. What I trip out on. He needs feria. He's down on his luck. He needs some feria. And he's trying to tell Miklo, hey, shoot me some feria, dog, or clear my debt. I forgot exactly what it was. And he's like, I'll give you a seat on the council. Like, dog, you giving away like for La Onda. That's supposed to be like a top kind of thing, right? That's supposed to be something that's valuable, something that you can't buy your way in. And this fool, like, he just sells that shit, sells his seat. I was tripping out on that too, like, dog, what the fuck? So he gets him on there on the council with the fucking with fucking Magic and with fucking Montana. And then he gets out and he's doing everybody dirty. He's robbing people. He's taking their feria. He's fucking like blowing the feria. He's like, they're working. Miklo's burning himself at a tire shop and shit. They're working hard. Oh yeah, even before that, Miklo gets out And this fool's in his motherfucking Speedos. Like, who the fuck wears that? Like, answering the door all fucked up. Like, dog, what are you doing? Like, who allowed this man to just walk around the pad like that? I'd be like, hey, what the fuck you doing, homie? Put some motherfucking shorts on or something. Like, come on, homie, don't walk around like that. We don't want that shit on our motherfucking face. Like, get the fuck out of here. Right? But I guess he has such influence that he could just walk around in his Speedos and shit. So, I don't know, man. That shit, like, look, I don't think I could tolerate that shit. And not only that, he doesn't respect the pad either. He's throwing bolos at the pad. Miklo's tired from jale and shit. So this fool could take your feria, but he won't allow you to be rested to make the feria. That always kind of got me, rubbed me the wrong way too. I was like, I don't know, man. In the end, they find out this fool's a fucking scam artist. He's not giving feria that they're taking, like that they're giving to him. He's not distributing it the right way. So fucking Miklo ends up taking over the operation. And then next thing you know, this fucking dirtbag, he calls the Hurras. Hey, Narco, you like busting big drug dealers? And drops a dime on Miklo, gets his Miklo's leg shot off.
Oye, Narco, you like busting dope dealers?
Oye, pendejo, this is my lunch hour.
Big deal going down tomorrow. The Zodi's on Whittier.
Who is this?
Look for a blue Econoline van with 20 keys of coke inside. You'll be on the 6 o'clock news.
Oh, yeah? Who is this?
Later on, Miklo orders a hit on Smokey, and fucking, it looks like Popeye is gonna be cool with them and ends up shanking that fool for Miklo. And then he ends up getting killed later on in the church and shit. But I just trip out, like, so that's his story, right? So I'm gonna break down my opinion of him now. I think he's a real low class fucking dirtbag. Honestly, he's a scumbag. This motherfucker had no redeeming qualities at all whatsoever. Every move he made was for his own benefit. He didn't do anything out of love. He didn't do anything to really help anyone that I seen. He was two-faced. He was a snitch. He was a fucking rapist. Like, this fool was dirty. A dirty ass, slimy, scumbag motherfucker. One of the worst human beings that I've ever seen in like any kind of barrio movie. Honestly, I've never seen a Chicano movie with a more low quality dirtbag guy. Well, there's another one in here too, in the same movie that we'll touch on later. But from what I seen here in this movie, Popeye, to me, had no redeeming qualities whatsoever. I don't know what kind of trauma he went through in his youth, but to me, he just seems like an opportunist. He doesn't seem like someone that you could trust. He doesn't even seem like somebody who I would imagine, and I trip out how he was able to rise so high in the ranks. I don't know how that happened. To me, that's inconceivable. How the fuck do you let this guy get so much pull? I don't get it. I don't know what he did. I know he killed Smokey, so maybe that's the thing. He's good with that. He's good with the filero. He's able to strangle motherfuckers to death. But I really don't see how they had such high regard for him, because he was like, hey, Smokey, don't say shit, don't say shit. So I just trip out, like, how the fuck did he rise up the ranks? But to me, I do not think highly of this character at all. I think he's a straight fucking, like, cannot be trusted, scandalous of the scandalous motherfuckers. He's someone that you definitely would not want to be around, and that's what I think. If you guys, there's anybody else you guys want me to opine on, drop a comment below. Much love to the nasty crew, much love to my Y babies, and with that, we out. Peace.
Keep your business off this tier.
Simone.
That's it. Hippie don't belong in La Una. It's low class.